What's up, guys? Mr. Royal Standard here. So, big news in the sports card game, and it has to do with MMA. So, the UFC has just signed a exclusive deal with Panini. So, this is big. This is big because a lot of people have been talking about the UFC card game and stuff like that, and how it's getting bigger and bigger, and all that good stuff. People are getting very big interest into UFC sports cards. I am a huge UFC fan, huge MMA fan, mixed martial arts. I love all of it though, like kickboxing, glory kickboxing. I love watching One Championship, PFL, Bellator, UFC, Destiny MMA, all the Hawaii guys, you know what I mean? X1 events. So this is super fun, super cool that Panini is doing this. Topps had the contract before, but golly, Topps sucked. Okay, and I don't know if you know, but this past stuff product that they tried to put out was, man, they were giving out the boxers were being sold for like over $100, and you would only get one card per box. It's like, why would I do that? Why would I just buy one card for $200 and not know what kind of card it's gonna be? So Topps totally dropped the ball, and I'm so excited that Panini is the one who picked it up and is starting to run with it. So I have a few opinions though about not only the UFC card game, but how they're going to be doing this. So before I get into that, I just want to give you a little insight on what's actually going on. So what is going on is Panini signed an exclusive deal that is going to be launched April of this year. So in April, they are going to launch the Prism UFC cards, and that's going to be interesting. And then shortly after that, there's going to be the Select. I believe that's in March. And then in September, they are going to be doing, what is that called? Contender series or contender cards. And then in December, they're going to have Immaculate. So they already kind of have it all planned out, what they're going to be doing throughout the year. And another cool thing too that I found out is that they are actually going to be doing a thing called memorable moments. So when a memorable moment happens, like for instance, this past UFC, Conor McGregor got, messed up by Dustin Poirier, who, by the way, well deserved, by the way. Dustin Poirier has been really working hard, and he's been in this game for a long time and hasn't got the respect that he deserves. Also, to put some respect on Conor's name, that was his first fight. He has a wide stance. He got calf kicked pretty hard by Dustin, which was a great game plan by Dustin. But Conor's gonna come back, guys. Okay, Conor's too good. And honestly, if the guy ever needed any more motivation to fight, because it sure as hell wasn't money, he has it now. Okay, he's the underdog again, and it's been a while since he's been the underdog. He was such an overwhelming favorite. Like, people were disrespecting Dustin Poirier, just like, Conor's gonna win. And yeah, so that's besides the point. Pretty much. So in that moment when he got dropped, right, the Panini brand is gonna be making a thing called memorable moments, and the coolest thing about that is it's gonna be available on the website. So they said website. I don't know if they were talking about the UFC website or the Panini website. That I'm unsure of. But there is going to be a card available within hours after that moment happens. So right after that, you're going to have a card of like Dustin Poirier standing over him or something like that. And it's going to be a memorable moment card available hours after. And it's going to be very limited. So, the card game is all based off of rarity and stuff like that. So, excuse me, that's gonna help, you know what I mean? And also, if you're a big fan, like I'm a big, Israel Adesanya fan, and if he beats John Jones, like, I'm gonna want that card, you know what I mean? That's gonna be like a big feather in his cap. And or like a guy who you've been watching, a prospect that you've been watching for a long time, when they finally win the belt, and if they do it in such dramatic fashion, like, you're gonna want that card, right? So that's cool. So I mean, Panini is the best brand out there right now, in my opinion. I know some people have their own opinions, but Fleer, Topps, all that, the reason why I don't think they're as good as Panini is because of innovation. And I believe with the way that Panini has been innovative, or like pretty. They've been getting better every time, or at least trying new things. You know what I mean? Because the only way this is gonna work is if they do something different. In my opinion, you can't make UFC cards the same way you make football cards. Look, so the reason why is because one, the roster size. So the NFL, they have a draft every year. The NBA has a draft every year. MLB has a draft every year, right? And imagine having an MLB draft, because MLB draft goes like 500 deep. You know what I'm saying? Imagine having that kind of draft every like 3 to 6 months, because the turnover rate in the UFC is super high. So, I mean, this is why, like, I understand the Immaculants, like a low card count, high price type of product. That's going to work. I don't know about like a Prism pack. Like, if you do Prism packs and it's going to have like hundreds of cards in a box, like, are we just going to have 100 cards of a bunch of different guys? Also, too, is this going to be 1 year is going to have all these guys, and then the next year it's whoever was added on? But what happens if in between the add-on they lose a fight and they're out of the UFC? Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, those are just waste. And in my opinion, it's just going to bring the value of the box down. Like, nobody's going to want to buy a Prism box if you're just going to get a bunch of guys who fought on UFC Fight Night one night. You know what I mean? But then again, those are the prospect cards. Those are the guys who are rookies. And then next year, they're not going to make those guys. Then they're going to be in the box the next year. So that's something they're going to have to figure out, just because the roster in the UFC is not only bigger, but has such a high turnover rate. Another thing, too, that kind of worries me about the market is the fact that the UFC is not as monopolizing, or doesn't monopolize MMA the same way that NFL monopolizes football, NBA monopolizes basketball, so on and so forth, MLB, MLS, and NHL, right? So UFC is just one promotion. They're the biggest promotion. I was gonna say best promotion. They're the biggest promotion. You don't even know if they're the best promotion, okay? Because there are so many good promotions out there, and the field is not that uneven. So you have one championship who is bigger internationally, and then who is actually, they're gonna be debuting on TNT in a very few months, and there's actually a guy on there from Hawaii, Lee, bro. So big ups to him, man. And then the main event is Demetrius Johnson and stuff like that. So they're going to start getting into the American market, and one championship is already bigger than the UFC overseas, okay? So if they start getting big in America, they got, you know what I mean? It's like how NBA, like NFL rules America, and NBA is second tier, but when it comes internationally, NBA got NFL beat, right? So it's something like that. That's something you got to look into. And then there's also Bellator. Bellator is, you know, in my opinion, that's the sister company to UFC. Obviously, they're not as big of a promotion. They're getting bigger though. But when you got guys like a champion like Chandler coming over to the UFC, that just goes to show you, you know what I mean? But if Chandler just comes in and imagine if Chandler beats Khabib, and he beats him. I'm not saying this is going to happen, okay? I'm saying imagine, because I really doubt this is going to happen. But imagine if Chandler, who was the lightweight champion of Bellator, comes in and just smashes Khabib. Then everybody's going to be looking at Bellator like, wait a minute, is the talent over there? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And then you have PFL where they have this tournament style, which I love, where you just fight, get points, and then the winner gets $1 million, you know, which shout out to Brada Cooper. That was pretty cool. He won $1 million. But yeah, man. So you see there's a bunch of competing promotions out there. So it's not just one guy. And in my opinion, that's going to play a factor as well. So all these things, in my opinion, is why the card game for them is, at least investing wise, is kind of, it's up and down for me. Like, I don't know if investing in UFC cards is a good idea. I do know investing in these first Panini boxes are going to be awesome though, because if you think about it, it's going to be just like the 86, 87 Fleer boxes. So, or NBA Fleer boxes. So if you look at the 86, 87 NBA Fleer boxes, the reason why they're worth like $250,000 is because they have all rookie cards, right? So before the 86, 87 season, because if you think about it, the MGA rookie card is in there. MGA wasn't even a rookie in 86, 87. He played already like, I think 1 or 2 years. But they weren't making rookie cards before that. Or they weren't making sports cards before that for a little bit. Or at least in the NBA. So they just threw all the rookie cards in one box. Now, this is what could be happening with these Panini boxes, right? So if you look in these prisms, you get it can range from a Khabib rookie, John Jones rookie, all the way back to the GOAT, or the main guy, Hoist Gracie rookie, Ken Shamrock rookie. You know what I mean? Things like that. Like, those guys are the founding fathers, of this sport. Or Matt Hughes, Tito Ortiz, Chuck Liddell. You go to any generation of UFC fan, there's going to be a rookie card in this box, because this is the rookie box. This is the first time Panini has picked up the ball, and honestly, I think they're going to run with it. They're going to be way better than Topps ever was, because Topps never put their full effort into the UFC the way I believe Panini is going to put their full effort into the UFC. They're going to make this work, okay? And maybe trial and error, maybe they're going to have some downfalls later, but I know for sure this first box is going to be fire, okay? So invest in those boxes. I can't wait. I know they're coming out, like, I know all the release dates, like I just said them, and I am going to be waiting at 12 o'clock a.m. at Target for that box, man, because I need those boxes, bro. Like, can you imagine? Like, I'm just gonna go fanboying right here, but can you imagine if you open a box, and you get like a RPA of Hoist Gracie, where it has like a piece of his glove. Wait, oh my god, yeah, that's right. They didn't even have gloves back then, so maybe like a piece of his gi, you know what I mean, in there as a relic, and he signed it. Like, what the fuck? I would love that shit. You know what I mean? BJ Penn card, same thing. Max Holloway card, same thing. Like. Yo, that'd be sick, bro. So these boxes, I'm pretty excited for them. I don't know about investment wise, but as a hobby wise, like, yo, I'm stoked. I can't wait. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I guess we'll see where this goes. Shoot, is there anything else I gotta say? Like, yeah, man, that's about it. So I guess we're super excited. So yeah, when more stuff comes out, more information comes out, I'll definitely make another video, just because, there is so much questions, what they're going to do, how the card's going to look like, because the game's going to have to be different. They can't do it like football, NBA, just like how I made the point earlier. So yeah, I guess we'll figure it out, and we'll see what they do. But right on, brothers. So thanks so much for watching this video. Please do me a favor, like, comment, share. If this is on YouTube, subscribe, and hit the notification button, because as of right now, I'm trying my best to put out videos as much as possible. But, that way when I put out a video, you can ding, you'll get it, and you'll know to watch me, right? Because I'm fun to watch. And if I'm not fun to watch, tell me why I'm not fun to watch in the comments, Like, yeah, I don't care. Just please like, comment, share. Thank you. Mr. Royal Standard. Peace.